Robbie Crawford.
Jake Rasmussen.
We are here. Welcome. We are here in the YM360 studios on a Monday.
Another Monday.
I think the things that are dominating us right now are Corona. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Robbie, one of the passions of YM360 is serving youth workers just like you with high-quality resources and life-changing events so that you can spend time doing what matters most, and that's leading students closer to a vibrant relationship with Jesus. So, Robbie, you wrote something over the weekend, on Friday actually, with all the news of youth workers not being able to gather in one place. And it's just, really, it's 4 unexpected ways, or maybe even expected at this point, ways to gather even when you can't. So instead of making some jokes and being all lighthearted on haha, this and that, let's just dive right in today of giving youth workers maybe 4 unexpected ways to keep their youth group moving in the right direction, which is closer to Jesus in this time. So lead us off with this first one.
Yeah, so the first one, and I think this one actually is a little unexpected, is sort of a devotional approach. And so maybe you don't have the technology, or you feel like maybe you don't have the charisma, one might say, to stand in front of the camera and do a stream or something like that, which the answer to that is you absolutely do. But let's say you're living in that world. The devotional approach is this idea that our fear is when students aren't meeting with us, are they going to dive into the Word of God?
Yeah.
What are they going to be learning for the next few weeks? And so this approach is, let's set out a series of devotions, maybe read through a book or something like that, that your whole group can go through together, and you allow them to connect over social media, over texting, and you can do that so that they're all having a shared spiritual experience without being in the same room. And so I think it's a really powerful thing to do. There are tons of resources out there. We obviously have a couple devotions that we really love and support, but there are also there's great opportunities out there. Or if you're feeling it, you can write one.
That's right.
And absolutely crush it based on what your context is currently walking through.
Yeah, we're always really sensitive about to toot our own horn or to say, hey, we have something that you need. And so really what Robbie's trying to do is say, hey, we have something, and we're actually very proud of what we do have. But at the same time, you can do it on your own. And I bet you this, I'm going to put you on the spot. If a youth worker wanted to email in, robbie@ym360.com, you'd probably lead them through on how to do this on their own.
Absolutely. I would be happy to help that.
So with that in mind, YM360 does have a lot of resources. I'll give you some titles that you can search on our page, on our website. New, Next, Now. They all come with the devotional structure to where students can go through on their own, and then we give you the lesson guide for free that you could facilitate online. You have Anchor, you have Facing Your Fears. There are a plethora of resources on our website. That's just to name a few. Probably another big one right now is Wake Up, right? Students want to read the Word of God, they just don't know where to start. So that could be a valuable resource for you. And again, you can hit Amazon too. We're just saying this is a unexpected way, which would be devotional. Hey, number 2, I'll lead you into this one, is to live stream your message. And there's a lot of resources out there right now. So we're not going to say we're the first or we're the only, but it is a good unexpected way. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so when I think about this, a lot of us experienced that this Sunday, right? Maybe your church was one of the ones that took the step to say, you know what, we're going to try our best to, I think the hashtag is #flatten the curve.
That's right.
So maybe your church met offline. I know for my church, they don't normally stream on Sunday mornings, and they took the step to stream this week. And so we're talking streaming through a platform that's built for this, whether that is livestream.com. There are tons of resources out there that do this. One that I really enjoy, and I think that would give you a ton of street cred with your students, truly, is twitch.tv.
There you go.
Now, if you haven't heard of twitch.tv, it's used for people to watch others play video games.
That's right.
Traditionally. But a lot of people stream life through it. And so you can go on there, set up your own free streaming, and your students are going to dive into it, and they can watch you stream a service. They can watch you stream a message. You can do worship, however you're gifted. But put your message online and allow your students to gather in one digital space since you aren't in the same room together.
That's a great word, Robbie. I love that. And so let's lead into the next one here. Option number 3 would be a social media stream. This is going to be a little different. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so a little different. In the live streaming platforms you're going to have to take them to a website. You're going to have to get it set up through there. But your social media streams, so much easier to get online if you want to go that route. You can Instagram Live by simply opening Instagram. You can swipe to the right and you're on the screen. You just hit go live button and boom, you're live. You're talking to your people. They can join in. You can also use social media to say, hey, we're going live at this time. Join in. And on the platform that they're seeing the announcement or the advertisement, boom, they just use that to come join. You can do it on Facebook Live, Instagram Live. There's so many social media platforms. And for that, I think your students can really connect with it a lot easier. I know a library in our area is doing story times through Instagram Live, which is really cool.
It's something to think about this. You and I might use Facebook, right? Because we're a little older. Robbie, I know you're a little younger, but not that much younger. Yeah. We're still going to be on Facebook, right? Yeah. But if we were to get Will, who's behind the camera here, and say, hey, join us on Facebook Live, Will's going to say, what's Facebook? Just kidding. But younger than Will even.
Absolutely, yeah.
Facebook might not be their jam, right? It's probably going to be more Instagram. And so just think about the mediums that your students are already swimming in versus trying to disrupt them and get them to go somewhere else when you're talking about social media. Yeah. And I'll just throw this one out because I saw this one over the weekend and I thought it was actually brilliant because I have a teenage son that plays Minecraft. Not Minecraft. What's the other one with the axe? See, you can tell I can't. Say it again. Yeah, so Fortnite. Will says Fortnite. Thank you. Yeah. There's something called creative mode on Fortnite. I just lost all credibility here. Okay. But there's something called creative mode. And what if you put your junior high boys into a small group in creative mode where it's just your group and but you're leading and you guys are having some fun and you're in relationship with one another.
Come on.
And so just tossing that out to you. Just kidding. I knew Fortnite. I was just trying to make Will look really smart.
Yeah, no, absolutely. When I was in youth ministry as a youth pastor, I had students and we would come and we would play video games together all the time. Yeah. And so what a perfect opportunity. When they're not doing their digital classrooms, you can absolutely jump in with them and play Fortnite, play Apex, whatever you want to play, and do your game together. And you're having small group over a shared experience.
Yeah. The key is putting people together virtually, right? Because this moment, even Robbie and I, this might not last very much longer, being able to get inside the same room and maybe we're breaking some protocol right now of being together. We don't know. We're trying to figure this out just as much as you are. Absolutely. Which let's lead into this last one, which is to pre-record.
Yeah, so live streaming, the worst thing that can happen with a live stream, you get everyone hyped for it. We're all here. Yeah, you hit that live button and then I am doing this across the screen because the internet's breaking or what, right? Like streaming takes so much bandwidth. Yeah. And so maybe what your option is to come in, pre-record your message, and that way you can go ahead and put it out there and do sort of a beautifully packaged thing. You also, when you pre-record, you can edit it afterwards. So when you fumble or say something you didn't mean to, when you preach a sermon live, you don't get that opportunity. The words that the bad joke you made can't come back. But if you're pre-recording your sermon and you watch it, you're like, that's a little distasteful right now. You can edit that. You can also do crazy edits like, hey, I'm going to drop like a boom right here and then little like flare comes
I know you're wanting that to happen, but our video editing skills for something probably won't happen.
But you could do that if you wanted. And you can pre-record the message. It also means that you're not relying on bandwidth. Let's say that you're trying to launch this, but one of your kids is streaming some like Disney Plus video at the same time. The bandwidth in your house might not be able to handle that. And so pre-recording is a great option that still gives you high quality messages, high quality service opportunities that people can gather around. And if they miss the go live time, pre-recorded messages is just there for the remainder of time, however long you want to have it up there.
Good call. So something to think about. These aren't the only 4 ways. There's other ways. These are just the 4 that we're presenting to you. Also, if you're listening or watching, read the article. There's a little more depth in there as well, which is at ym360.com. Upper right-hand corner, it says articles and training. So this will be right, I don't know. If they're listening, it's somewhere. Hey, what we do know is that these times are trying in the church. We know that some of you are trying to figure out if you're meeting again next Sunday, and so youth ministry is where you have been called to shepherd these students, and we are so thankful to have the opportunity to come alongside of you and to speak with you and to pour into you. If there's anything you need, I know I gave Robbie's email address. Use it. Come to our website. You can live chat us. You can call in. We have a team that is dedicated to serving you. So even if it's finding the right devotion, or maybe it's just an idea that you have and you want to flesh it out with someone, our team is ready and willing to serve relationally and help you crush the hassles that you face in youth ministry. So thanks so much for all you do, and we look forward to when we gather again next time. Robbie,
Absolutely.
good job.
Good job to you.
And good job to you.